Right, good evening one and all, and welcome to Warboys. This is just outside Peterborough. This is where my secret romantic weekend is taking place. I'm right beside the middle of the village, or town, beside a pond. Look, there's the pond beside me. It's absolutely full of fish in that pond. Go on, off you go. And there is a village sign here. I've got to work my way to the village sign. There is a fish and chip shop that I've just passed, which I'm going to go into in a second. I'm right on the edge of the road. I've got to be careful here. Right, here we go. Right, go on then, that way. Right, here you go guys, let me show you the sign. It's a really good sign. Right, hang on guys, let me spin round. Right, there you go guys. There's the village sign above my head. And the other side of me is the pond. Right, let me tell you what's been going on today. My leads are all twisted. This is the evening walk for the boys. It's really, really hot. What's happened today is, I'll start you off at the beginning. It was a Friday, I had to go to the dentist. I was all booked in for 8:30 this morning. So I got down there in good time, but I wasn't seen till about 8:45, so that made everything a little bit later. I eventually got to see the dentist. They were really good. Now, I've been to the dentist many times, and I've also said this to my mum, because my mum is always going to the dentist for one thing or another. And I said to her that, she said to me the other day, she said she'd been to see the dentist just for her usual check and clean. And I said, when she said that clean, I said, oh, how did you get on with the clean? I said, because every time I go to the dentist and I have them check my teeth and then do a clean, I said they are absolutely brutal. They are really, really rough. And she said, I find the same. She said they are really, really rough. So this time when I went to the dentist, I was going to see the hygienist, and she was going to give me a deep clean. She's going to do a deep clean on my teeth, and then I hadn't had a deep clean done there for ages, so they've changed the system at the dentists now as well. So when you go for a checkup, you have somebody check your teeth, and then if you need any more work, you have to rebook, which isn't what they used to do before. What they used to do before is they used to do everything. If you needed a filling, they'd do it there and then. If you needed your teeth cleaned, they'd do it there and then. But they don't do that anymore, so it's all changed. So I had to rebook to see the hygienist, and she did this deep clean on my teeth. And I said to her at the end, I've been coming to the dentist for years and years and years. I've never ever had a deep clean like you've done, and it's been so nicely done. And I explained how it's always really rough and your teeth feel rotten at the end of it. They feel really scratched and horrible. Well, this was totally different. She did a lovely job. She kept stopping and saying to me, how's that? Are you okay? Do you want to take a rest, or do you want me to carry on? I said, oh no, carry on, that's great. And she did a beautiful job. So thumbs up to my dentists for that. I've never had that done before, and that was absolutely brilliant. So anyway, that made me a little bit later than I'd anticipated. So by the time I got out of there, it's probably about 9:30. So I then had to go to Bury St Edmunds with my van and collect my tools that I'd left at the Bury St Edmunds garage. Right, I'm going to head back, guys. Shall I go the other side? There's another side. I can go around the pond, the other side, I think. So I just make sure there's no traffic coming. That's perfect. Right. Hang on, guys. There's a car coming. Just wait for the car to go. So, yeah, I went to Bury, collected all my tools. Now, one of the things I collected at Bury was my commercial fan. I've got a big commercial fan. This way, guys. Come on, sir. This way. This way. Come on, Snoop. This way. Come on, boys. Good boys. I picked my electric fan up. Now, it was so hot today. So hot. When I got to Bury, they were actually using my fan. And I did say to them, it's no good. I said, I'm going to have to take my fan to Cambridge with me. And they said, oh, can't you leave it? I said, no. I said, buy your own. So I took the fan, took all my tools, went over to Cambridge. So by the time I got to Cambridge, it was about 11:30. Snoop, this way. So unloaded my tools, got my fan all plumbed in. Now I put the fan in front of my workstation, and I turned it on, and it was lovely, really nice. and the mechanic who was working next to me looked across, and I said, if it's too much, let me know and I'll point it the other way. And she said, oh, no. She said, leave it, it's lovely. She said, it's really nice. This way. Right, we're going down the other side of the pond now. We've just walked right around the pond. So yes, I've got my fan, I've got all my tools over to Cambridge. So that was really good. By the time I actually got working, it was probably 11:30, quarter to 12 time. Go on, keep going. No, not that way. Come on out. Good boys. Good boys. So dinner time came nice and quickly, and today was a cheese sandwich day because I didn't have any cheese sandwiches on Wednesday. So that was a double whammy. That was really nice. And then the afternoon was only from 1:30 till 4:30. So a nice short day for me. Right, this way, guys. Come on, this way. Right, I'm heading back towards the fish and chip shop now because I'm going to get some fish and chips when I get there. So that went really well. I knocked off at 4:30, drove back. It was a lovely drive back. The sun was out. The van was really hot, but thank goodness it's got air conditioning. So that was really nice. Once I got home, I went upstairs and got changed. I'm in what you've seen now, my black and white striped dress. Good boys. It's quite a busy road, this one. There's lots of traffic here, guys. Come on in, Scooters. Good boy. So, yeah, got myself home, got myself changed, washed and changed, and set out. Set out about 6:30 is when I wanted to leave, so a little bit earlier than that. But yes, so got here. It took an hour and a quarter. I think it was an hour and a quarter, an hour and a half. So it wasn't a bad drive at all. Traffic was quite light, so no queuing up anywhere. We found the property fairly quickly. Went past it a couple of times before we sussed out where it was. It was behind a thatched cottage. Once we found the thatched cottage, then we had to go to the back of it, and that's where it was. So we found that. It is lovely. I've done a video of the cottage already for you guys. So I'm now out this evening with my two boys, and they're down here with me. It's my Soot and my Snoopy. I know, and they're puffing and panting. It is really hot, and the cottage is really hot as well. Well, I've left all the windows open at the cottage because it is that hot. I don't know how we're going to sleep tonight. Maybe a cold shower might do the trick. So the fish and chip shop is just across the road there, where you can see the light. So that's where I'm going to head now. I can't take the dogs in though. I'm going to have to put them. There is a big post outside, so I'm going to tie the boys around the post and go and get some fish and chips, guys. So I'm going to sign out now, and I shall put this video on for you, and then I'll see you when I get home. I'll take one when I get home with my fish and chips. Okay guys, bye bye.